Hello and welcome to Garden Vibes with V. I am V. I'm a backyard gardener in Georgia, Zone 8A. Today we are going to start our spring crops. We are going to start onions, brassicas, and herbs. So here I have a 72 cell tray. We're going to put the brassicas in here. We are going to put onions in these little trays. I like to use these for my onions. They do have tops. We're going to solder some holes in the back, and then we're going to do 3 holes in the top for some ventilation, holes in the bottom for drainage. And then we're going to put the herbs in this. It's 36 cells. This is just some little trays. I like to go around to different stores at the end of season, and I purchase as much garden tools and supplies as I can because they're all on sale, 50 and 70% off. So I think I paid maybe $2 or $2.50 for this. So that's what we're going to do. Now this does come pre-filled. Soil looks like it's mostly peat moss. Doesn't look like it's the best quality, but we're going to use it anyways. What we're going to do is we're going to mix it with the seed starting mix that we're going to be using today. We're going to be using this one. It's a Miracle-Gro. I have never used this before. It was on sale, 2 for $10, off season, and I bought it because I thought I was getting a deal. Now normally I would use this if I'm not making my own cereal. I do make my own starter mix consisting of compost, peat moss, and perlite. But days that I don't feel like it, this is what I use. I thought I was getting a deal until I looked at this. I noticed this bag was wider, so pay attention when you think you're getting a deal to the amount you're getting in the bag, because this is a 12 quart, okay, that I normally buy, and this one is only 8. So, did I really get a deal? Probably not. Okay, so we're gonna mix those soils in our bucket here. Okay, gonna mix everything together. I do have some water here. So we'll get the soil together, but first we are going to put holes here. Okay, we're going to solder holes here in our containers here. I have my little soldering tool, and I just stack them all together. That way I can put holes in all of them at once. I don't know if it went all the way through, so let's take some of them off. Yeah, it went through there. So I just put several holes here. Just put them all around just for some drainage. All right, so these are the tops, and I normally just put 3 in a row right across the top because it's just for ventilation. Go through this side. Okay, so that's those. Now let me get my little protection here. I'm gonna protect my desk. Now I am going to use this whole bag here because I have a lot of slots, and if there's anything left off, this does have a top to it. Anything left over, we'll just top it up because we'll be starting more seeds in the next couple of weeks, probably flowers. So I am gonna start some flowers. Okay. Now we are going to, like I said, we're going to mix this You're gonna mix this in with it because it has to be moistened anyways. Yeah, it looks like it's all just peat moss. Alrighty, that looks good. Try to get some of this dust off the sides. All right, so that looks really, really good. It holds a consistency when you do that. That's how you want it. Nice and moist. Okay, now I am going to add just a little bit of perlite. The one little starter soil did have a little perlite in it, but I'm going to add a little bit more. Not much, just a little bit. Make sure we have pretty good drainage. So we'll do onions first. And I press down so that I make sure there's no air pockets in here. Okay, I put a little bit in there and I press. And then when I finish filling it, I don't press down as hard. Just make sure that it is, that there's no air bubbles or anything, but I don't press down as hard to, like pack it in there. Okay, so I'll fill all these up. Okay, so I don't know how many varieties I have. So we're going to do Utah Sweet Spanish, Red Burgundy, Texas Early Grano, and we'll do a white onion. That's 4. Now, I do have a few more from what looks like last year. And you can't keep onion seeds from season to season like you can save other seeds and they may last for years. You can't do that with onions. They won't. The longer you keep them, the less chance you have of them germinating. So that percentage that will germinate goes down the older the onion is. So just something to think about. So, we're going to get labels because every year I mix my seeds up, my labels. Give me 1 second. We'll do white there. We'll do yellow here. And like I said, I put the whole pack in each one pack in each one. And I just sprinkle them right on top, as you can see here. I hope you can see that. And I do the whole pack. Okay, these are red onion that I'm planting here. I just sprinkle them all in, mix them up, and they'll do just fine. I don't know what happened. I was recording and it just went out. I hope I recorded the first part of this. All right, so this is the Texas Early. Again, repeat. Sprinkle them all around. Simple, simple. You do simple gardening over here. I don't even think I don't know. I might use that vermiculite I bought. I might not. I do that at times. I just buy stuff and I don't overcomplicate things. And you just scratch everything in. And that's that. All right. Okay. Onions. With that, the onions are done. Okay? Onions are done. What I do, will keep that moist. I put them in pans. These are pans from last year. Yeah, I repurposed stuff from last year. I had a couple of these from last year, but it's so cold outside. I have them outdoors in my greenhouse. I didn't even want to go out there to get them, so it is what it is. I'm going to put these over here because they are finished. All right, so now we are going to do herbs. We are going to start the things. Now, I'm going to tell you, we're going to start things that take the longest, and I'm going to tell you, I am not that great at planting sage and rosemary. I plant it, but out of all of them I plant, a lot of it, and I do mean a lot of it, don't come up. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I know the seeds are tiny, really tiny, and I have to just barely scratch the surface with them, and I do that. But I mean, I get plants, but there are so many that don't germinate. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But last year, they did germinate last year, but it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot at all. I think out of 6, well, there's 6 in each one of these little things here. I think I got maybe 1 plant. I didn't get any sage last year. I did 6 sage, not 1 germinated. Rosemary, I think 1 germinated. I think 1 of the rosemary germinated and then died. Huh! Germinated and died. Okay. Now here we're going to do the same thing. Put them in and press them in because you don't want no air. We don't want any air pockets at all. Okay, so the first layer we push in, and then the second layer we just put it in there and I gently push that one in just to make sure there's good contact. Okay. All right. Yeah, I am so glad to be getting, I'm so glad I got those onions in because for 2 weeks I've been saying plant onion, plant onion, plant onion. And I did it. Just like I kept telling myself to get out there and harvest that stuff before that cold came. It has been so cold. I mean, freezing. We normally don't get this cold here. I mean, 11, 14. It's been crazy with these temps. And I had some beautiful cabbage out there. I didn't get it. I had some beautiful broccoli out there. I didn't get it. But one thing this channel will hopefully help me do, and that is do better with doing what I say I'm going to do, because I always say I'm going to do something and I don't do it. I went ahead and filled all my trays. I ended up having to do 2 of these because when I went through all of my seeds, and then I also did this big one. Okay. All right. That's the 72 sale, and I have 2 36 sales. I went through my seeds to see what I was going to start today, and I ended up having way more than I originally thought. So I had to do another 36 cell tray. So we're going to get on these herbs. Seeds that are super small, just kind of sprinkle them on top and scratch them in. For the ones that are seeds that you can see, like the sweet basil, because these are small, I just kind of disturb the soil just a little bit. And again, I just scratch it in there. This is sweet basil. And I'm going to do 3. That's why I'll throw that there. I have plenty of this stuff. So that's the sweet basil. Put that tag in there before I forget what I have. And again, I just scratch it in. And I use this little thing. It's a like a little skewer, shish kebab skewer or whatever. Use it because it has the point on it. And I just, like I said, just scratch it in. Okay? This is thyme. Something else that I struggle with. I have one thyme plant outside. Okay? One. And I'm going to go to the side because I don't want to be dropping seed in other pockets. You know, you have all this stuff coming up. You don't even know what it is. You got more than one thing coming up in one little pod. Again, I'm going to barely disturb this. Just enough to kind of fall in a little bit. And then I'm going to gently take my finger and tap it down. Just gently, because seed is small and I don't want to bury it deep. You can't do these seeds deep at all, because otherwise they won't come up. All right, so we are done with all of the herbs. I want that to fall, like I said last time. Last but not least, we are going to do my favorite brassicas. Collards are first, and I'm going to do one long row of collards, 12 plants, because I have family that do come over for collard greens, so I like to plant. I plant quite a few of those because, like I said, I give a lot away. And when I'm done with the collards and kale, we'll move on to the next thing. So here we are. And I did that way because I put the things in. I didn't really put them in wrong, but that's just the way they came out. And that's because they're individual in here like this. So that's why I did them like that, to keep everything, kind of keep it separate or whatever. But so that's that one, 72 cell tray. This is a tray of herbs. I have a lot of herbs this year. I had a lot of herbs last year. I had a full 72. This is about the same because it's 236 cell trays. So, and then of course, the main thing that brought me here was this, my onion. And we are done here. Big accomplishment. Brassicas, herbs, and onions are always a big seed starting day. I don't like to break it up. I just like to just get in here, do it, and get it over with. So that's what I did. I hope this video was not too long for anyone. If you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe. And click the notification button so that you will be notified in my next video. So I hope to see you all then. Bye bye, guys.